Hi, I'm Heather Edwards, and 81 years, and lived in Darlington Point. I did for for about 76 years.
Okay.
And then I went to Griffith and lived for 3 years.
Yep.
Then back to Darlington Point for 18 months, and I just wasn't comfortable in Darlington Point.
Okay. And now where do you live?
I live now in Wamoon. It's a good place.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dad?
Yeah, my name's Anthony Edwards. I'm 57. Birthday last Tuesday, 18th of September, and we're sitting down in the scrub, about 1 kilometre off the little bridge at Darlington Point, where we grew up, sitting in the lounge room, where we cemented the lounge room when we lived down here. And I lived down in the scrub here till I was 14 years of age before we moved.
So how long did you live in Darlington Point?
I lived in Darlington Point for 40 years.
Mm-hmm. So you said you spent how many years? 14 years here?
14 years down in here, where we are now.
Okay, and then how long did you spend down here?
I spent quite a lot, really. From the time I was born, I was 2 when we left the old mud hut. We just got down the Hay Road.
So just for people that don't know, what was the old mud hut?
It was where my grandparents used to live, and my mother and her sisters and brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But they were all married at that time, and they all lived in different little places around the mud hut.
Okay. Yeah, mud hut. What was the mud hut made of?
Mud.
Mud and wire and grass.
And grass and everything, I suppose. Okay. I don't know what bricks are made of.
Okay. So you were 2 when you left?
I was 2 when I left out there, my sister told me. And I said, all I remembered about the mud hut was a big party. And Auntie Beth said to me, no, you couldn't have. She said, we only had one big party. And that was when we left the mud hut, and you were only 2. So I don't know if anybody told me or I remembered it.
Okay. So you've moved straight to here?
No, we used to live about 25 yards up there. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what the place was made of.
Okay.
But, and then when my auntie lived here and her family, she moved out, we moved up here.
Okay, so...
But it was only a 2-bedroom place, 2-room place, the lounge room and the bedroom.
Okay.
So we came and moved here, and we built a kitchen out the back.
Mm-hmm. And
we built the veranda out the front.
And an old rocking chair.
And an old... Well, no, we didn't have a rocking chair. I had to throw mine out because it was broken.
Okay, so you've moved here, and did you have to build this place?
No, I don't know. I don't remember who. I think somebody's mother said George Clayton.
Okay.
Built it. That was only Jerry's father.
Yep.
And that's all I can remember there.
Okay.
But I know it was a bit of a lifesaver when we moved here.
What do you mean?
Well, it must have been better than what we had over there.
Okay.
For it to move here.
Yep.
But for years and years and years, we thoroughly enjoyed life here, and there was so much to do.
Mm-hmm. And so you said, you've mentioned to me before that you cemented an area. Is that where we're sitting?
We cemented the lounge room, and that's where we're sitting now.
And just for you guys that are watching...
And she put lino on top of the cement, and it was great.
So just for you guys that are listening, there's cement underneath us. There's dirt and cement. You can see bits of brick and bits of rubble. I'll put some of that in the video for you. And okay, so Dad, you were born in Griffith?
Born in Griffith, and come back here. And
this was your first house?
This was the first house I lived in.
Okay.
All I remember is just an old tin house, and like Mum said, a little veranda out the back there where we used to sit and do plays and do sing-alongs and everything like that. And it was such a very happy house. You look around here now, as far as I can see, is where that was our playground. That was our backyard. So all through there, through the scrub is our play area. And there was about 20 of us, the kids, and it was just full of fun and laughter, and
So
Jokes.
as you can behind you guys, you can see that the brush is pretty dense, like it's very thick. Was it like that when you were growing up?
No, it wasn't there till I think 1950 flood, was it? I can't remember. And then all shoots came up everywhere,
Okay.
but it was nothing like it is now.
You could see the bridge from here.
Yeah, you could see the
could see
bridge
the
and
little
who was walking over the little bridge
Okay.
when we were living here.
So for you guys, you can't see the bridge from here, but it would probably be about maybe 100 metres, 150 metres from where we're looking.
Meters.
I can see cars.
About 500.
Anyway, these guys think they know everything, but they don't. No.
Well, I lived here, I know.
So as I'm looking around, I can see lots of tin and just different like old things that were left here and sort of forgotten about. Was that stuff from when you guys were here?
No, that wasn't. None of this, the hill there, none of that was here. And
Okay.
none of that then. All we had was a shed out the back where we called our washing, where it all was. We boiled the copper there and boiled our white clothes.
But what do you mean boiled the copper? Explain that
Well,
to people.
you know what a copper is that you put on the fire. No,
No, just what you need.
So explain it to people that might not know. Say Kobe, when he gets older, and you say
washing
that.
copper is just about that round and goes like that, and we just put it on the fire.
Yep.
And that's what you boiled your water
Put
in.
water in, boil
Put
it.
a fire underneath it, boil the water in, put your white clothes in it, and they boil perfect.
Okay.
Boiled it to have a bar.
Yep.
So everything was boiled. Summertime you had to boil the copper up just to have a bar. Wintertime.
So how did you get water from, I'm guessing, the river to here?
Well, as kids we'd had that many billy carts, but we had a special billy cart that we had a 44-gallon drum on, which is about 3 foot tall, about so wide. We used to put it on the billy cart and we push it about 200 metres up to the next old fella's house up there. We'd fill it up, and about 6 or 7, 8 boys we'd push it back, and that was used as our drinking water, washing up water, washing, everything we used water for. And
And how many times a day would you have to do that?
Oh, only one.
yeah, but it was always full. We had it always full.
Okay, just
And Geordie Williams still laughs about it, how we used to push the water down, and they'd help us. And by the time we got home, it was empty, and we'd have to push it back again, fill it up, and bring it home, and don't be so silly about it. So, but it wasn't only us here. Look, it was our family here, but this was a sort of a playground for every kid over this side of the river.
how much of the other side of town, like say over the bridge, was there at that time?
Just the street
Yep.
and a couple of houses up further. Oh, and the school, the Presbyterian Mass and the Anglican Church, Catholic Church and the Presbyterian Church.
Okay, so
They
nothing
belong
like
to the other side of the river.
nothing like it is today.
Oh, nothing at all.
I'll just say something before we said we lived here. Nan, 3 uncles, 2 aunties, and a cousin lived in the house.
So 7 people.
7 people lived in the house where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Mum, me, Johnny, Karen and Bronwyn lived in a caravan just about 10 metres just there in the scrub there.
And how many beds were in the caravan?
There was only 2.
2. Okay.
2 beds, so
Well, each end.
one each
So
end.
it's all shared.
We all lived in there, and that was our, for 14, 15 years. And
It was always pretty crowded
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for us, but that was nothing. We
Yeah.
grew up good together.
Yeah.
And the kids grew up good because even when Joss and Billy were little kids, every day, every morning, the place would be full of other boys. In fact, on Saturday morning, Joss would have had to clean up the yard,
Mhm.
and you cleaned it up no matter what. And we had to sweep right down the front down there to make sure that our house was clean. And of course, all his mates used to come down, about half a dozen of them. One bloke, his mates come from the pub over there, and they lived there, and from everywhere, and they'd all get in, and they would help him clean up the backyard.